Hello, and welcome back to our growth map activity. Well, time to do Florida. I'm going to use the color purple for Florida. That's blue, but we'll pretend it's purple. And I'm using a very small map, so this won't take me very long. There's the panhandle. Then I'm going to go down here and use the same color for my key. And then it's time for me to write my notes. 1817, Jackson invades. 1819 is the Adams-Onis Treaty. $5 million. Spain gets Texas. Why didn't you capitalize Texas? There we go. All right. And I'm not going to draw a picture there. Oh. Seminoles raid. Runaway slaves, too. All right. That is the drawback of this small map, is there's no room to write. All right. The next part we read about was Texas independence. So I'm going to use yellow, and I'm going to shade in this part that was annexed after Texas was added to the Union. All right. And then I'm going to use that color down here for Texas annexation. There. I like arrows. All right. Texas annexation, 1846. Joins the United States of America. However, we know that in 1821, Austin started the U.S. colony. In 10 years, it went up by 25,000 people. And by 1835, they had declared independence. 1836. Texas declares independence. So that was the whole Battle of the Alamo. So I'm going to draw a little church thing here. The Alamo. All right. And for 10 years, it was independent. Yay. I guess if you're a Texan, it's yay. If you're Santa Ana, it's not good. All right. Now, you might notice that there's some parts here on the map that you're like, wait a second, we didn't go over this and the book doesn't go over it. You are correct. There are some chunks. So there's this part here. That was just a quick little treaty by John Quincy Adams. And there's actually another part up here that we gave away. So it was like an exchange. And I believe also part of that same deal was a chunk of, whoa, you don't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm up here. I just colored in these two regions. And I believe also part of it was a little part of northern Maine. And so this is a treaty, and a really exciting name, Treaty of 1818 with Great Britain. And it utilized this parallel. Or this latitude line, which I believe was the 49th parallel. I could be wrong, and I really don't want to redo this video. Ha 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 ha. Okay, this is only for the kids using the digital version. All right. Then the next chunk added, which you're reading about in the book, is the Oregon Territory. I'm going to use a very dark green. There we go. And again, I have a much smaller map, so this will go much faster for me than for ye. All right. This is in 1846. Yes, that's right. The same time of the annexation of Texas. President Polk wanted up to 54 degrees north, but settles for 49 degrees. God, he better be right on that herd. '49 parallel. Whew. Okay, got it. All right. This is a deal with Great Britain again, who control Canada at this time. And if you read, then this big island, Victoria Island, is part of a contentious deal, because you can imagine that actually the 49th parallel goes in there, but they had a fort on there. So in the end, they got to keep the island. You should visit it sometime. Victoria, Canada is really a cute little town, cute little city. All right, next is the Mexican Cession. And I'm going to use orange. Now this big chunk was added after the Mexican-American War. Arrow, arrow. Color, 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 color. And the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was in 1848 treaty. And again, this was $15 million, I believe. Boy, I really should have written this down. To Mexico. And that was 1/3 of its territory. And this is after the Mexican-American War. That lasted from 46 to 48. All right. Do I have a drawing for that? Not really. Let's put Oregon Trail up here. A little wagon. Boop, 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 boop. There. And what should we do for the Mexican Cession? There's so much. We could do the Bear Flag Revolt. We could do, Chapultepec and the Mexican-American War. Let's just leave it blank. All right, then finally is the Gadsden Purchase. This little piece at the bottom. Whoa, there we are. Sorry about that. And I'm going to color that light blue. Definitely an arrow on this guy. And this is an 1853. Let me double check my timeline there. I don't have it on my timeline. Well, so be it. 1853, hot darn. And that was purchased to make a new transcontinental railroad. This would not be the first transcontinental railroad, but the idea was in place. And it would go through the desert, and it was flat land. So mountain, 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 flat land. I'll make some little desert motif there. And then a choo-choo train, a big V, line, 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 line. All right. It would lead us through the Sonoran Desert. Why is that desert so boring? I don't know, but everyone in it is Sonoran. Sonoran. All right, and that is the end of our beautiful growthy mappy. See you later.